Hello and welcome to the Nintendo News Network. So yesterday, May 7th, 2018, Nintendo finally released some information on the Nintendo Switch online services and what to expect. We also got a strong confirmation that it is coming in September, which we knew, but how they kept pushing it back before now, I was preparing myself for it to happen again. So let's dive into the information and I'll talk about my feelings towards it each. First off, Cloud Save for backup. Yay! But it is technically behind the services, which you need to pay for. Boo-ish. I go back and forth, and I don't think it is that big a deal, considering the prices, which we'll go over in a little bit. It is a bit like Pokemon Bank. You have to pay $5 a year to use it, and if you don't pay, but leave your Pokemon in it, you can't get them until you pay again. There's not much fuss about that I recall at least. I'm just happy it is coming. This is something the system really needed to launch with. But hey, better late than never. Now for pricing. This is seriously pretty good. For 1 month, it's $3.99. For 3 months, it's $7.99, and for a 12-month membership, it is $19.99. Additionally, for a family membership, which allows up to 8 Nintendo accounts to use the service, it's only $34.99. Off the bat, pricing is good. Really affordable, which will not only make Nintendo stand out from the competition, but make it an easier case for parents to get the services for their kids. On the other hand, I hope the cheap price does not mean they will rely on the servers they currently use. I still get kicked out of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Splatoon 2 from time to time. The hope I had was once the online services started, connections would be a lot better. I seriously had better connections with the Wii U online than I do with Switch. I would rather pay more for the online services if it meant better connections for all games, current and future releases. Next up is the 20 NES titles that will be available to play with the online services, with more to be released over time. What is pretty cool is that some games will have online multiplayer capabilities. The problem, well, unless you are newer into video games and younger, we have all played these games so many times before. Plus, when they first announced the online services, they mentioned the Super Nintendo, but that has been long removed. I am sure that it will come, but only a NES library of 20 games to start? Well, that's not really a strong beginning. We already knew that to play online with games like ARMS, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more would require the online services. No biggie. But two things stand out here. One, Pokken Tournament DX is not shown, and Super Smash Bros. Is not shown either. I really can't explain Pokken. This one is a true oddity. But Smash Bros. I think will be explained at E3 and the benefits it has with the new services. And I've said this before and I'll keep saying this, Smash is going to be released alongside the Nintendo Switch online services. It's not that Smash needs the online services need something to launch with, something big, and Smash is it. They then go along talking about the Nintendo Switch online app. If you've never used the app, don't worry too much about it. I mostly use it to check to see if Salmon Run is up at the time instead of booting up Splatoon 2. There are two scenarios here for this. The first one, it will stay mostly the same, but include all the games mentioned in future online games as they come out. Like for Mario Kart, you might be able to set up a tournament room from the app, which would be nice. And voice chat will still be annoying and pointless, and people will use Skype and Discord. The second, and I sort of feel this one is more likely, the Nintendo Switch online app will get a huge update, changing things around, making it better to use. As for voice chat, which really is the biggest issue, well, I don't have much hope for it. Nintendo can be stubborn in these things, but I hope they partner with Skype or Discord or something to improve the chat features. With games like Splatoon 2, it is a must, and if I am fighting my friends online with Smash Brothers, I would like to chat with them. I'm a bit optimistic with this one, I know, but hey, sometimes you have to be. Now, for something people need to calm a bit down about. Nintendo has officially stated that the Virtual Console is not coming back as we know it. Everyone must have stopped reading after the word back, because the as we know it part opens up a lot of possibilities. We see the starting glimpse of it with the 20 NES titles coming. Accessing those games when you want, and they did confirm offline play will be available. They said that this will be expanded. I do think we will see Super Nintendo games, Nintendo 64 games, and yes, there's even a chance we could see the fabled GameCube games. Or Virtual Console might be rebranded and change how it works. You buy A Link to the Past once, and you always have it on the Switch, and the eventual Switch U, Nintendo's next console that will bring mass confusion to the marketplace. I can see both of these working. They might recognize NES games have been released so many times in so many ways by now. Not just with virtual consoles dating back to the Wii. They have been released as games in the original Animal Crossing to play as mini-games. You could get some with the e-reader card versions of the games. Yes, the e-reader, I'll let your memory bring that to the forefront of your mind. And even some on portable consoles. And as unpopular as an opinion as it is, the Virtual Console needed to be gone. It was outdated, and if they launched it on the Switch, it would have been the same as it was on the 3DS, Wii U, and Wii. And everybody hated the fact that you had to buy Super Mario 64 multiple times. So why is everyone upset about no Virtual Console? To the point that I see people saying they're going to sell their Switch now because of it. Well, it's because of this. Something that has been long rumored was Virtual Console GameCube games, and those rumors are now debunked. Finally. Well, honestly, I never paid too much attention to them myself. But because everyone wants to play Melee or Sunshine or Wind Waker, they're upset the Virtual Console's now dead. So their hopes and dreams are dashed. First off, I'm sure at one point they'll be available for the Switch, as mentioned before. Second, if you are that desperate to play them right now, go to a used game store and buy GameCube and games. Or in Wind Waker's case, get the Wii U version. It looks beautiful. Third, be patient. Look, I get wanting something right away. Waiting for the Switch itself was painful. Waiting for Mario Odyssey was grueling. And right now, knowing this calendar year, I will be playing a new Smash Brothers, it almost brings me to tears waiting. But patience can lead to amazing rewards. And the best part, as of late, when Nintendo officially announced something that comes out pretty quickly. From the reveal of the Switch to the launch was only like 6 months. Mario was revealed in January of 2017 and we got it 10 months later. And Smash, well, if I'm right, with a September release alongside the Nintendo Switch online services, that is a short 6 months of waiting. So what I'm attempting to say is to trust that Nintendo will bring these GameCube titles to us in some form on the Switch. Trust they have a plan and we don't know all of it. And that's okay. I for one know that even though there are a few red flags here, mostly the app, that most of this is good news and the start of something great for the Switch. Thank you for listening to a Nintendo News Network editorial/reaction video. Not sure how to put this one in the playlist. If you like this, please remember to like and subscribe to us here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to give the Nintendo Switch app another try. My god, I forgot how intuitive this thing is. Oh yeah, the voice chat is horrid. Screw this. I'm gonna go to Skype.